Alright, what's up everyone? Today, I'm going to be reviewing the 2018 Honda CR-V Touring. So this car is a pretty nice interior. It feels pretty good. You know, it's got some pretty decent materials throughout. A lot of plastic in here, but that's completely fine. I mean, I really like the gauge cluster in this car. It's nice, and this car has Apple CarPlay, and I'm pretty sure it has Android Auto as well. I wish the screen was a little bigger in this though. But let's go for a quick walk around of the exterior. So here on the door panel, you see some wood right here. Got this quick speaker. And the Touring models come with these pretty cool looking wheels that the other CR-Vs don't have. The Touring models also come with exposed exhaust tips. And this one has all-wheel drive as well. They also come with full LED headlights, which actually look pretty good and are really useful at night. It comes with a regular sunroof, not a panel sunroof. That's not something I would expect in this segment anyway, or from Honda. This car has a CVT transmission, which I was a little disappointed to find out about. But, I mean, that's okay. I mean, I don't think most people in this segment really care about someone getting a CR-V probably doesn't care about performance or anything like that. And the CVT does a really good job of maintaining good fuel economy, but under hard acceleration, it is pretty laggy. The pickup's not very good, but in normal driving and lower speeds, it's pretty good. This car features blind spot alert as well, which is pretty useful. This car comes with the Touring models come with the full Honda safety sensing. So that has the cruise control, that has the frontal collision warning, and a better camera system than most of the regular Hondas come with. As I said, I mean, the Touring models are definitely going to have, this is the top of the line trim. Oh, Land Rover Defender. Check out my review on that car. This car is a really pretty comfortable ride position. It's comfortable. The seats are pretty comfortable. It's nice to be in for a while. I drove this car on like a pretty long trip with my friend who owns this car, and it was pretty good. I like the driving position. The wheel is pretty nice to hold in your hands. The wheels has a nice feel to it. Wish it was a little thicker though, but as I said, that's a little nitpick. I mean, you can't really expect that much out of it. So yeah, I mean, this is a great commuting vehicle. Like I said, because that fuel economy is amazing. I mean, even when we were smashing the accelerator, it was still averaging like 24, 25 mpg. Right now it says the mixed driving is 26.7, which is really good actually for a car this size. Honda makes one of the better CVTs, like Nissan's Jatco CVT is absolute garbage, but Honda's isn't that bad, and Subaru and Honda have pretty decent CVT transmissions. I'm pretty sure Honda uses the CVT in the, the base model Honda Civics and stuff as well. And the Honda Civic Sport and everything. I like the position of the infotainment system in this car. It's very easy to see. It's not too low, it's not too high. Pretty easy access to it. You have heated seats as well. You have econ mode, you can push that for better fuel economy. And to stick this thing in sport mode, you just push the gear lever down a little bit. It doesn't do much, just gives a very, very small amount of extra throttle response, I guess, but I didn't really feel that much of a difference. Man, how long will this take? The visibility in this car is pretty good as well. I can see my blind spot very clearly because of the huge windows, and the B pillar's not too big. The car is in sport mode now, and let's do a pretty quick hard acceleration. Yeah, it takes a while to get going, and you see how long that CVT gear hang is. The pickup, as I said, is not fantastic. This car is really not something you want to be going around accelerating in. It's a great car for just cruising in the right lane on the highway though. So at least it has that going for it. The position of the gear lever is pretty good too. It's a good place to rest your hand. I know a lot of people like to rest their hand while they're driving, and this gear lever is a pretty good place to do so. And yeah, like as I was saying, it's really good for cruising around. It's pretty good. There's a lot of space in this car, even in the rear seats, and the cargo area is decent. I mean, if you really want to go for full cargo space, you need to get an Odyssey. I prefer driving the Odyssey over this because that has a regular automatic transmission, the 10-speed auto, and not the CVT. I just really dislike driving CVT vehicles. But as I said, most people are probably not gonna care too much. I know some people who are really particular about how their car, the pickup is on their car, even if they're not like a car enthusiast or anything. So this might be something you want to consider if you're looking to this car. If you want a car with good pickup, this is not really gonna give it to you. The power delivery is pretty bad. If you want to go on a long trip in this car, you're gonna really like that. It's super comfortable up here. I like the bolstering of the seats. It's not like, the seats are pretty nice quality. I mean, it doesn't feel like some junk you find in some other brands, even some higher end brands, like even like the base model BMWs have garbage seat quality. At least Honda and Acura really know how to make seats. They're very comfortable, always very comfortable options that they provide. So the owner of the car is with me. What do you think of the car?
You know, basically just all the negatives you said. The CVT is like pretty like, you know, as much as I love cars, right? And then seeing how the acceleration is on, especially on the highway when you really want to push it just to have some fun.
Right.
You really can't do that with this car. I mean, but it is a nice cruising vehicle. It's like comfortable. If you're looking to get this car used, I would recommend it. If you're just, you know, getting it for a vehicle to, you know, go get groceries or go on like trips to somewhere or something. But like, it's
totally agree.
Vehicle. Apple CarPlay is really convenient.
Yeah, it's a godsend. Yeah.
You know, this car has a lot going for it, but you know, if you're someone who's particular about the engine, then maybe it's not the right choice for you.
Agreed. Yeah, good point. You know, what was it? We're on a pretty garbage road right now. Very bumpy, very bad quality road, and it's absorbing bumps pretty good. It does a pretty good job of absorbing bumps. You don't feel those little things on the road. You feel pretty isolated from the road, and the amount of road noise is not that bad either. The owner of this car, my friend right here, is pretty acquainted with the CRV. His family has another 2012 CRV. And what's funny is his dad uses this as a weekend car. It's always a joke we always make. They drive the 2012 CRV daily, and this car comes out on the weekends, which is cool, I guess.
So you can see the mileage is not even that bad.
Yeah, the mileage. I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. Only 20,000 miles on it. Or no, wait, it's a 2018 model, so we've had it for like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, no complaints in terms of just for a daily commuter. Very good fuel economy. I'm impressed with the fuel economy. I mean, if the fuel economy was bad, it'd be kind of a no-go, because with the CVT and bad fuel economy, you're really not winning at all here. But Honda makes some great commuting vehicles, very comfortable vehicles. This car is not as practical as the Odyssey. And honestly, like I said, the Odyssey's more sportier than this thing, which is funny. I thought the SUV would be sportier, but it really isn't. We'll take a look at the cargo space towards the end of the review.
It's good for Costco.
Yeah, it's a great family hauler, grocery getter. It's a great option for that, that's for sure. Can't deny that. And it's definitely very reliable too. This has a twin turbocharged. I mean, just a what is it? A twin turbo?
I think it's just one turbo.
Oh, yeah, right. It's just a turbo 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
See, putting it in sport mode doesn't do anything. It really doesn't do much.
I don't know.
I didn't feel anything.
They kind of feel it, but I've never.
Yeah, I don't see anything different with that sport mode. And that was lane departure warning right there. And the frontal collision warning is pretty good too. Once we were driving this car, and the other day, and like someone came and like brake checked, and this thing, it told us to brake. It sends warnings in the gauge cluster, which I think is pretty useful. And there's my TL Type S right there. Check out my review on that as well. And now let's take a quick look at that cargo space. So the trunk release is right here. Pretty decent cargo space. Could be a little bigger, but I guess if you fold the seats, you have some more space that you can have right there. Not too bad. And let's, as always, finish off the video with some revs. Pretty tame, nothing great there.
Lackluster.
Yeah, pretty lackluster. But with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see some more great automotive content. Lots of reviews and videos coming your way. And with that, catch you on the next one. I'm out.